Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Camila and I talk all about social media, content creation, entrepreneurship, and more. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button to follow along my own content creation journey as I navigate different social media platforms, grow my accounts, and get paid while doing so. On my channel, I talk a lot about paid collaborations, such as sponsorships, Instagram brand deals, as well as UGC. Today, I'm gonna shift my focus over to gifted collaborations, as this is where most influencers or content creators start. This is where I started and is actually one of the reasons why I started my own Instagram content creation account. One day I was just scrolling through Instagram as I usually do, and I just kept seeing so many girls receiving free PR gifts and free products from brands, and I just wanted to know more. I eventually fell into it, made my own Instagram account, and just within a few weeks, I was able to land some free gifted collaborations. Whether you're a small content creator or a micro influencer or a nano influencer, it is totally possible to land free gifted collaborations from brands. I've seen some accounts with just a couple hundred followers do so. The collaboration landscape has totally changed from what it was a couple of years ago. Brands and companies have definitely shifted their mindset and have seen the value of working with small creators like nano influencers or micro influencers. I believe nano influencers are below 10K and micro influencers are below, I think, 100K. Which is quite a lot. They have seen the potential in working with small creators. Years ago, it was a lot harder to work with brands and get these free collaborations because they just didn't really see the value in them. They were working always with larger creators, and as we know, social media has definitely changed. Having a larger following or a larger account does not always mean that account has an engaged audience or is even real for the most part. With that being said, if you are brand new or if you have a small account, these tips are going to really help you land your first gifted collab or just keep them coming into your DMs. There is going to be no outbound tips or strategies in this video. Everything is going to be inbound, so that companies and brands are going to be DMing or reaching out to you via email, and you don't have to do anything. I do want to mention, if you're a small creator or influencer, to beware of any messages in your DMs that may look sketchy or like a scam. I know when I first started, I received so many DMs from different brands that just looked very off. I believe they target small accounts because a lot of these small creators don't really know what is a true gifted collaboration, and they may be more desperate to start working with brands. A lot of the time, these brands will either make you pay for a portion of the product or they won't cover shipping. Fully gifted collaborations that I'm going to be talking about in this video, you will not have to pay for the product at all, and shipping will always be covered. You will receive these DMs, and to beware of any that just may not be fully gifted. I know when I first started, I actually did accept a collaboration with a swimsuit brand, and I did cover the shipping cost. I mean, the brand was great. I really liked the swimsuit, so I'm not, upset or anything, but just so that you know the difference of a fully gifted collab versus one where you're actually putting in some of your money. Never feel pressured to pay for a portion of the product or for shipping, because you totally don't have to. You can 100% wait for that fully gifted collab to come to you. I will be focusing mostly on Instagram because it's the platform that I use. A lot of this information can translate over to TikTok if that's the platform that you use mostly. Tip number 1 is to make your account look like an influencer or content creator account. So this can include making your Instagram a business account so that you have different tools on your account. You can also display a category label. I believe mine says like creator or content creator or digital creator, I think. That just shows a little bit that you're in the business of content creation. Your bio is also going to play a big role. So if you want to add in maybe your niche in your bio, a little bit about yourself, just so that brands know the kind of work that you do. I also like to put where I'm based, so I put Toronto in my bio because certain brands actually target influencers or creators in a certain city or region. I've had a lot of Toronto-based inquiries come in, and that's definitely just by having my city in my bio. And of course, you always want to include a call to action in your bio. So I include my email address for anybody who wants to reach out for PR or gifting or paid inquiries. I have also turned on under my Instagram settings the email option so that people can actually just hit a button and it goes straight to email. So they can email me from grabbing my email in my bio or from that button. So there are basically 2 call to actions from my Instagram account, a little bit about me in my bio, and my category of my account. Of course, your feed is also going to play a role into showing brands what you do, what your content looks like, the quality and aesthetic, and so forth. I want to jump into tip number 2, and that's to pick a niche. So this one can be controversial. Some people believe that you don't really need a niche. Others think that you do. I'm a little bit on the fence. I am not super niche down. I post a lot of lifestyle content, but I do focus on about, I would say, 3 topics. I do a lot of skincare, beauty, and fashion content with a mix of some lifestyle in there. When you do niche down your account, this is going to attract certain brands within that niche. I remember when I started, this was a few months ago, I started to post a lot of skincare products and content because I wanted to narrow down on the skincare niche. I have kind of outgrown the skincare content a little bit, but of course I am still posting skincare. When I was posting skincare content religiously, I was getting so many DMs and messages from brands that were wanting to send me free skincare products to try out and to also post. So if you do narrow down or niche down your account, you will attract certain brands of a certain niche. Brands really like when you are speaking to a certain audience in a certain niche because that's what their product is. If you are niche down, your audience is basically the perfect demographic for that brand, whether it's skincare, fashion, beauty, and so forth. Okay, so moving on to tip number 3, and that is to follow brands. Whether you're just starting your account or you've been on the platform for a while, I always recommend following brands. You can follow as many as you like. Don't only follow them, but like and comment on their posts as well. This is gonna put your account and name out there. You never know if somebody on their team is going to see you or your Instagram handle catches their eye just through repetition of you commenting on their posts or liking their posts. This may seem a little time consuming or like a waste of time, but I truly do think following certain brands may actually help your account. It puts your name out there, and if they're ever looking at their followers or their own engagement, they can see the top users who are on their profile commenting and liking on posts. And in the future, if you ever do reach out to these brands to try to land a collab, whether it's gifted or paid, you can actually say, hey, I've been following your brand for a while, and you're not lying about it. You also get to know certain brands very well just off of what they post, so you can relate to them better, and if you ever collaborate with them, you just have a good general idea of that brand. I also recommend doing this to other creators that are in your niche and in your community, whether it's on Instagram or TikTok, just so your name once again is out there in the algorithm. I always notice when I follow a few accounts that I like, I get other accounts follow me back, and it is just building up the community. Whenever I see a creator in my community post maybe a collaboration they had with the brand, I'm sure to comment on their post just so that I can also get my name out there, because that brand is sure to be checking out that post from that creator since they collaborated together. Moving on to tip number 4, and that is to showcase other brands on your feed and story. This doesn't have to be brands that you've collaborated with on the past. It could just be some of your favorite products or brands that you already have existing in your home, so you don't have to spend any money. Say you have a favorite brand or a favorite product that you use every day, you can promote and feature that brand on your story or in your feed in a carousel or a reel post. Always make sure to tag the brand because one, they're gonna see your post, and two, it may attract competitors of that brand as well. One example that happened to me, my boyfriend received a HelloFresh box subscription thing from his work, and before making the meal, I took a photo of the box and all of the ingredients we got in our HelloFresh order, and I posted them on my story. The next day, I actually received an inquiry from one of HelloFresh's competitors, I believe it was called Good Eats, and I ended up doing a collaboration with them. Because they saw that we were using HelloFresh, they reached out to me. Brands are always doing this to almost steal customers. That's why even just promoting a certain brand that you love, tagging them may attract competitors within that niche to you and land you some gifted collaborations. Posting a brand in your story or in your feed and talking highly about it also shows other brands and creators that you have the ability to promote and feature products. It's definitely attractive to brands, and they also want to get their name in there and a piece of your pie. So the more products that you feature on your story and are using your SEO, like your keywords and your hashtags within that post, the more likely you are to start receiving inbound DMs from brands. So if you haven't already on your account, make sure you start doing some posting of different products, because not only will it show your ability to feature products in a great way, it will also attract competitors of brands in that same niche, and they may be sliding into your DMs because of it. Those are my 4 tips to land gifted collaborations as a new content creator. Once again, you don't have to be that big to start seeing incoming DMs as a creator. Beware of any sketchy DMs that you do receive and really think twice whether you want to proceed. I did pay out of pocket for shipping for 1 or 2 collaborations when I was starting. If you don't want to pay for anything, be sure to just promote products that you already have at home to begin showcasing your ability to feature products on your account. And I'm sure over time, if you follow all of the steps mentioned in this video, you're gonna land your first fully gifted collaboration where you're not spending anything out of pocket. Once you start landing your first few gifted collaborations, the ball really just starts rolling after that, and you'll notice more and more just start to come in. I quit my job in November of 2023 to pursue content creation full time, and since then I have not had a lot of spending money, so gifted collaborations are something I definitely appreciate having to get products that I don't have to spend any money on. Of course, make sure that these brands you collaborate align with your values. You don't want to promote something that you don't believe in. If you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful in any way, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to know your feedback and where you are on your content creation journey. I would really appreciate it if you guys liked, commented, and subscribed to my channel, as it really helps me out and helps me continue what I'm doing here. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.